Nubs.
Nubs. Alright.
You nubs.
So we're going to talk about a little bit more about our locals. So, are you excited for the locals? I guess you can call it locals.
A little.
So what deck are you going to be running?
I am going to be running a Blue Eyes / E-Dragon.
Blue Eyes E-Dragon deck. The newest deck that people hate so badly. He's got the sucking buffer. He's got it. He actually brought the sucking buffer trying to close the laptop again, but you failed.
You fell the step down the steps trying to
That'd be funny as hell if you done that shit again.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about with the sucking buffer here, good old Zachary was trying to do a deck profile about his Blue Eyes before he had it in the E-Dragons and all that stuff, before it was actually tournament legal and all that really good tournament stuff, top tier at least. And the laptop has to be at an angle for all the videos I record because the laptop, you know, it's a webcam. It will
show you crotch.
It was. And what happened was, it was so nearly closed, like it had to be like tilted, you know, like the laptop would actually be down. So, he was actually at the stairs. He threw this, it bounced off Zach's forehead and shut the computer. And it was the funniest thing. He was like 2 minutes away from being complete with his deck profile, and he had to redo it.
Listen to me, it's probably about not even 30 seconds, because I was pretty close to getting to the extra day.
He was really close, like, it was really, really close. And I apologize for any lag. This is a laptop thing. It's not really one of those fancy webcams. It kind of delays, kind of like, you know, kind of delays just a little bit here. But that doesn't really bother us. The deck
Oh God, I just got that taking me a bit shit.
Well, you have fun with that.
Here comes the major Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
noob.
man.
Yeah, here comes Jared. Jared Stewart on Facebook if you want to add him.
Wow, thank you.
The noob!
Anyway, the deck I'll be running at my locals is probably going to be Dark World. You guys probably hate me for it. You want to see Jared shirtless? Like, comment, and subscribe to see Jared Stewart shirtless. Please don't.
Both.
Please don't. I'm begging you don't.
Please do not give 1,000 like ratings. I hate to say it, but if we get 1,000 like ratings on both of our channels on the same video,
I look better than both of
we will show you Jared Stewart's
No, it won't.
abs.
Well, actually, no. I remember on Omegle, we actually did a thing, and he had his ass hanging out, and he was going flexing his ass cheeks. They're like 2 fucking bricks, I swear to God. That shit was fucking weird.
Ass. I don't have an ass. I have muscle.
He has fucking bricks. He probably shits gold bricks.
I wish.
Or
Probably shits the size of them.
Probably shits cold.
Shit girl bricks that you have. You son, what you have. You son, you gotta be feeding me diarrhea every day.
Shit.
You hear Zach, I need some music.
Also,
Here,
if you guys want,
bar.
if you guys want to, go subscribe to Zach Jackson. He doesn't really have a YouTube name, but he has a Blue Eyes deck profile uploaded. So
Fuck you too. Fuck you too.
I'm just saying. I do consider Zach part of Team Gen X. If you guys did change my thing, I'm no longer Gen X gamer because that was actually kind of weird. So Team Gen X seems a lot more legit because there actually is a deck called Gen X, but no one actually really runs that deck because it's like an old tier.
You think you can run a deck with spells and traps, and you think you got a deck?
See, that's the burn decks. They do.
They do.
Watch these splashing lava golems and shit.
The smile on your face makes me so horny, baby.
Okay then. So a lot of people actually
Looking at me, baby.
So the ban list that just changed. People, thanks. I kind of had to.
So big and chocolatey and black. Nom, 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 nom.
Guess what? Guess what I got? I got some.
You got
Yeah. Okay. So the ban list that just changed. All the E-Dragons were limited. Sacred Sword of 7 Stars was limited to 1. And the completely just destroyed E-Dragons. What's your opinion on that?
I really don't give a damn.
Well, you do, considering that you could have run the E-Dragon deck with Blue Eyes even back then, because people were still doing that.
But still, I hate to say, but fuck E-Dragons, and you know how to run them.
I don't like E-Dragons, mostly because of their ability. Like, they just aggravate me. It's only like, you know, not only do I hate E-Dragons, but I hate Mega Phantom Beasts. I mean, they're a good deck, they're actually really fun, but when it comes right down to, I mean, Tether Wolf and all those tokens summoning sons of bitches, and then when you get rid of that shit, it's like you're fighting air, then you're like, yes, I took out the tokens. Then Draco Sex Max the field and gets 2 more fucking tokens out. You're like, you son of a bitch, and then you have to fight the other tokens, then after that's over, you have 2 more tokens coming out, then you get pissed and torrential on the summoning on the tokens. It's just really, really annoying. And Jared, if you want a phone call, go upstairs to Braden's room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that no one's up there. You can go up there and talk to her if you want to. Love you, buddy. Oh.
Baby, I'll suck him on you.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure your girlfriend doesn't want to have her phone call recorded on YouTube, Jared.
Hey, if I'm doing for a pair of socks.
Yeah, this dude's homeless.
Yeah.
This nub's homeless.
I think it's funny. This haircut makes me look hip. I think it makes me look homeless.
What?
Okay. Okay, that was really funny. Jeff Dunham. I really like that guy. He's a funny ass comedian.
Okay, there went the idiot.
Run, Forrest.
Hey, noise,
No copyright intended, so please do not flag my video for using a quote from Forrest Gump. Thank you very much. So, the OCG ban list was released not too long ago, and Honest at 2, Gore's at 2,
And you know what?
Debris Dragon at fucking 3.
Cyberstein, okay? Fuck him.
Cyber fucking Stein. Cyber Dragons are gonna go fucking crazy, because not only do they have the new support over there already, because we don't get it till next month, but Cyber Dragons are gonna be fucking insane, because you can just summon that son of a bitch, pay $5 grand, get out a Cyber and fucking Dragon, and just pretty much OTK your opponent with fucking Power Bond. That shit's just weird. And plus limit removal, if you Power Bond a fucking Cyber and Dragon, and then you motherfucking use limit removal, that's 16,000. That's 16,000. That's fucking insane. And if someone Magic Cylinder for the win, but if no one has Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, or any of that shit down, you're pretty much gonna get OTK'd. So the OCG is really popular for OTK decks. I mean, Inzectors are still a really popular deck, even though they've been hammered by the ban list so fucking much. So, what decks do you think are good for this format?
Are you good for this one, man?
Lot Swarms. That's one. Lot Swarms.
I honestly think for our recent ones, not the OCG or
I know, but Lot Swarms are good.
our TCG.
Yeah.
I would say Last Ones and probably the Blue Eyes, maybe. You may see an Uprise.
I believe with the E-Dragons and Blue Eyes, I mean, I know that's not just one. I mean, some people are splashing E-Dragons and Lot Swarms. Lot Swarms E-Drags. I face them on Dueling Network all the time, and I think it's really weird. Because, I mean, that is actually really good. Because Lot Swarms, you know, they're mixing, like, it has Lala, JD, it has all the typical loops for Lot Swarms, but yet it has stuff like Alexandrite Dragon and Blue Eyes in it and all that weird shit. I just don't think it's a good deck, honestly. It's a little bit too cloggy, and it's just too mix and match. To me, it's like trying to put Exodia and Dark Worlds. Now, sometimes that's actually, some people say it's a really good combination. But when it comes right into the Dome, I do not believe Exodia should be put in Dark World. All because of Dark World is to be swarm and beat down your opponent, or field control beat down your opponent. And you don't want to put Exodia in there because if you have like a Graph in hand, you type back an Exodia limb, it's gonna be really bad for you because you can't discard. You have to set the Exodia piece and then you go minus. Because not only do you have other Exodia pieces in your deck that are now dead draws, but you also have really weird shit that I really don't like. So Lot Swarms, sort of E-Dragons, kind of not really. I think Boojins are going to be a really big problem in this format because they have the third 10 key. They're getting new support from Legacy of the Valiant, and they're getting all kinds of new support out.
Well, you got to think Evil Swarm too. They might be a little uprise.
Evil Swarms are really predictable. Now, I'm not trying to smash Evil Swarms. They're a good deck, but they're so predictable because, you know, Ophion, Infestation, Ophion, Infestation, Ophion, Infestation. That's pretty much the only thing that deck has. I mean, if Ophion smacks the board, okay, that's fine. If you can compulse that sumbitch before he can get his effect off, that's fine. If you Trenchel or Bottomless that sumbitch, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Or if you discard Graph and pop him, it's not really that big of a deal. But Lot Swarms, Evil Swarms, E-Dragons, Exodia, I guess, because Exodia is in almost every fucking ban list. He's always got a new deck around him. I mean, out of all the Exodia decks we got Hope for Escape Exodia, we got Blue Eyes Exodia, we got FTK Exodia with the roll matchable libraries and all that shit. And then
Exodia Dragon.
Yeah, Heart of the Underdog, Exodia. You got so many different Exodia that it's not even fucking funny, and it just Dark World to be like, okay, I drag down, get rid of your Exodia piece, you know, I win. But the thing is, though, like, almost every Exodia deck has the same flaw in that consistency. Like, the Blue Eyes Exodia that I was going to make for you, I thought about making it, but then I thought, as I was looking through the deck, I'm like, Blue Eyes Exodia FTKs maybe 50% of the time. Most of the time, you don't FTK and you end up losing, which is actually really, really bad. Especially since one day a piece is now at 1, I do believe that your deck, if you did run that, would be really slowed down. So, any other comments you want to put on this?
I say leave a like rating, subscribe and look at my channel and his, even though you're already going to look at both of ours probably. And I say we'll probably try to do some deck profiles later tonight, and we'll try to get them uploaded as soon as possible.
Hopefully. So hopefully this video was entertaining for you guys. This is just our little take on the ban list. The ban list is actually, they're really irritating me nowadays because they're always supporting the new decks. They're never really giving props to the old decks. However, a little bit of news before we go is on March 8th, the OCG is getting something called Memories of the Duel King, which is a box that consists of 141 card deck. It consists of 55 sleeves, an archive, a show box, and a special collectible card and a commemoration token. But over here in the TCG, we get 3 different decks. The 3 different decks are the Duelist Kingdom compilation, which comes with Exodia, Dark Magician Girl, and Dark Magician. All these cards that I'm naming are going to be reprinted and ultra rare. So we get BLS reprinted, we get Dark Magician Girl, Exodia, and then for special cards we get Slot for the Sky Dragon, and I believe I'm not exactly sure what the other one is, to be honest, for the Duelist Kingdom one. I think it's Electromagnetic Turtle or something. I think they're finally gonna print that. Then there's the Battle Cindy compilation, which comes with once again, every one of the decks comes with Slot for the Sky Dragon as a special card. So this deck comes with Sloffer, Dark Magician, Pandora artwork, which is the Arcana Dark Magician reprinted in English, the LE5 Dark Magician Girl, which I believe is the Duelist Pack Yu-Gi Dark Magician Girl, or the one where she's riding the staff, and we get Dark Renewal, and we get, I already said Sloffer, and we get the Magnet Warriors and Buster Blader. And for the Ceremonial, which is for like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 5, we get Gandora, we get Bomb Between Teacher and Student, Dark Magician Girl again. I'm not sure if it's a Sloffer already for that one. And it's just really weird, because I'm not sure if it's going to be 3 different decks or just one big box with like 3 different decks in it, or maybe just all those cards splashed into one. I'm actually really excited because Dark Magician needs a lot more support. And if they don't change Dark Renewal, like if it's still tribute a monster you control and your opponent controls, the special summon a spellcaster, then that could be really good for spellbooks too, because they can get back High Priestess or something like that when your opponent summons the monster, which I think is actually pretty broken, but we still need it. So, so what do you think about all this? Old decks getting support?
Honestly, I believe they should get some new support.
I think they need new support.
Possibly, if they do give them new support, you never know, there might be an uprise of old decks that may go to the championship.
Dark Magician is actually a really good deck. The only downside is running Dark Magician is actually running Dark Magician, because if you draw 2 or more Dark Magicians in your opening hand, then you're in a really bad spot.
Well, I'd say that's why you would want trade-in. Maybe trade-in, or
trade-in wouldn't work.
Ancient Rules.
Trade-in wouldn't work because Dark Magician's a level 7, not level 8.
I thought he was level 8.
Nah, he's level 7. Oh, that's fine.
I get them mixed up.
Yeah, we do, but I think maybe Ancient Rules maybe work. Maybe even Magical Dimension, maybe. Now, what are 3 cards you want off the ban list?
Probably Chaos Emperor.
Chaos
Monster Reborn.
Chaos Emperor, Monster Reborn, and what?
Heavy Storm.
Heavy Storm, okay. I really want them to unban Dark Magician of Chaos. Like, that's number 1. Even at 1, with Reborn and Heavy gone, I believe that Dark Magician of Chaos could come off the ban list, because they've already unbanned Magician of Faith, and there's no difference between Magician of Faith and Dark Magician of Chaos, except Dark Magician of Chaos is level 8, and he's harder to get. I got the tribute for him, or just bring him back what's called a Haunted or something. But they could bring him back. I think they could. So that's number 1. Number 2, I want them to unban Monster Reborn, and then maybe Heavy Storm. I really want that card to come back. So.
My big dick.
Oh, well, look who's back. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Zachary Jackson.
Dewey.com.
Zachary Jackson on YouTube. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys here next time.